My name is Eldon Davis. I have around 20 years experience providing IT recruitment services to consultancies, software houses and end clients, everything from graduate, consultant, senior consultant, lead, principal, senior manager and director hires. I've created a wonderful business called Futures Consultancy Limited and have enjoyed a really good first 2 years trading. I've been providing three main services. So the first one is as an interim internal recruitment manager and also as a senior recruiter, an extension or a fully outsourced service to my clients. The second one has been as a premium contingency recruitment service, and the third has been life and career coaching. So when I started, I initially noticed a gap in the marketplace, and I very quickly began to support two Microsoft partners or software businesses that were not able to initially justify the hire of a permanent resource, but needed my services for 2 and 3 days each, respectfully. For this reason, my scalable model provides flexibility in this current climate and the ability for clients to scale their usage of my service based on their internal needs and client demand. I'm keen to share with you some information around one of my most successful assignments, which is for a company called Coeo, who are based in Reading. Coeo they are an absolutely amazing business, and I supported them for just over a year. They're one of the UK's leading Microsoft data analytics and DBA consulting businesses. It was a challenging role to work on as they required consultant hires that are in the top 20% of the marketplace, and technical hires are most of them invariably are working for very demanding clients. According to Gartner, analytics and data hiring is one of the most competitive and in-demand sectors right now, and it's up there with security consultant hiring. This was an actual business that initially had a backlog and then had a surge in requirements. They actually initially required 20 people initially in the first sort of year. They didn't need a full-time resource, and they required me for 2 to 3 days. The business had actually previously relied very heavily on 2 to 3 agency partners, and they had around a 90% agency focus, and I moved this to being a 90% direct hiring model within a 3 months of actually supporting them. I put together a strategy based on an internal evaluation of the business's needs and priorities. It was a fully outsourced recruitment model for Coeo, and this was due to my successful experience of scaling out the legendary information management group, who were the Microsoft UK Partner of the Year business. I also adopted a number of different tactics such as headhunting, a re-energization of the internal referral scheme, an introduction of LinkedIn and other platforms as mechanisms for talent attraction. As well as that, I'm a big believer in a technical testing method during screening to save the manager's time and effort. This is because of my university degree and programming modules that I have. Also playing the role as a talent acquisition partner and a strategic advisor as well, and setting very clear SLAs with the various managers around the business. Also as well, building talent pipelines aligned to a strategic workforce plan, regular communication with HR and also the managers in the business to stay ahead of the curve to help save the business time. The other major area was a gender and diversity exercise, so things like job spec evaluation, looking at gender decoder software as well, providing training as well to managers to address bias, to increase female and diversity hiring across the business. Very interestingly, and great for myself, was that this assignment was extended 4 times in the end. So some of the different types of hirings for Coeo that I made was a complete rebuild of the sales team. So 3 senior business development hires were made there. A head of marketing and alliances as well was hired. A number of account managers as well. Several inside sales and lead generators were hired into the business. In terms of professional services, there were 3 principal hires, including a pod lead for analytics. We all know how difficult it is to hire one of these, let alone 3 principals directly. There was also a variety of senior and consultant band hires as well, data engineers, Power BI resources, a product manager, also project managers, a number of those as well. I also hired data platform consultants as well for the business, and also C# ASP.NET Core developers as well. As well as permanent, I also hired several contractors directly that helped on a variety of short-term assignments. Some of these are actually still working for the business as well. So in total, over 40 professionals were hired into the business. I almost doubled the client's employee count and put them on their way to achieving their profit targets by having the volume of strong resources to deliver on their projects and have the sales teams to actually generate the volume of business to enable them to grow. So in terms of managed services then, this is a flagship area for Coeo, as they're historically known as one of the leading UK DBA as a service businesses within the Microsoft space. I hired a number of resources at consultant level, senior consultant, and also principal level. And in my final quarter, I actually saved the business around 150k in agency fees. So one of my major success criteria that I look at is the successful level of retention, and also more importantly, how these hires perform on their appraisals and how they're growing in terms of responsibility within the business. And I guess what has given me tremendous satisfaction is the number of hires that have grown and have taken on additional responsibility and have also been promoted during my time, and thereafter I've moved on. So in terms of testimonials, I thought I'd share a few of these with you. So if you have a look at these now. So one of these is from the HR lead and also the COO that I supported during my time working for this business. I've also included my LinkedIn address, email address, telephone number as well if you wish to reach out to me. Yeah, so many thanks for your time today, and if you have any questions to me over here, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you very much for your time and listening today. Bye-bye.